Good afternoon. I'm Chef Carl Schmidt. I'm with the Capitol Hill Mansion Bed and Breakfast Inn in downtown Denver. What we're going to do this afternoon is we are going to prepare a smoked jalapeno cheddar egg souffle. So what we need to start is let's go ahead and get our oven preheated. We want to set that on about 420 degrees and get that ready as we're getting everything else prepared. And what we're going to do is we're going to chop up this bread and get it all put into this 8-ounce ramekin. And like I said, we're going to fill it up about 1/4 of the way up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take some scallions. We'll want about 8 or 9 green onions chopped and fill that up. So we're going to take some green scallions here. We're going to chop these up so we can put these into the soufflés. Then we're going to add these scallions to the bottom. But we're going to do a smoked cheddar this morning with the soufflé. So I'm going to have a smoked cheddar cheese that we're going to grate and put into the ramekin, or fill into the soufflé dish. And it doesn't take very much. I would say if I'm doing 8 to 10 of these soufflés in the morning, I would probably use about a cup and a half of grated cheese into the ramekin. So now we've got the base of the soufflé ready to go. We've got the jalapeno cheddar focaccia, which is about 1/4 of the way up. We've added our scallions, and we've also added a smoked cheddar cheese to go inside that as well. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take about 8 to 10 eggs. We're going to take about 1.5 cups of milk, which you can use, I use a whole milk, or you can actually use a little bit of a half and half, mix it up, or you can actually use a 2% milk. But we'll add about 1.5 cups of milk. And we'll actually mix this up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. We're going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, or to a teaspoon. And we'll mix that up. And I'll also sometimes take a little bit of it's a supreme shallot salt. It's a little bit of a different type of salt, but it's an onion with shallots. We'll mix that up. Then I'll take add a little bit of that cilantro in there, about a teaspoon of it. And then we're actually just going to pour this over the top of all the cheese. And you're going to fill it up about 3/4 of the way. Then what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of about a teaspoon of, or 1/2 teaspoon of Hungarian paprika. It's a sweet paprika. And we'll actually sprinkle that onto the top a little bit. And then it is ready to go for you to stick in the oven and bake it for about 12 to 15 minutes at 420 degrees. So next what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of the smoked cheddar that I'm doing. We're actually going to just kind of sprinkle that over the top. Next we're going to take the corn tortillas that we actually had fried earlier. And we're actually going to place these on here. Then that wonderful guacamole that I made, and with the pico de gallo, the onions, the tomatoes, the jalapeno, and the cilantro, we're going to take a little of that and we're just going to put it right on top here. And here you go. We have a jalapeno cheddar egg souffle ready to be served and ready to go.